Yes,
Yeah, it's speedy too compared to the other injora ones. Holy crap. Hope you're ready for this mouthful. This is an injora, metal automatic winch wireless remote control system for 1/10 RC crawler car, axial SCX10, 90046 TRX4 Red Cat, black. And it seems 100 were bought in the past month. Neat. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this bad boy. Out of the box, it worked great. For one button push. One. Now in the box you obviously get the winch, and it's made of, I think, cast aluminum. It's got these steel rollers on there, but you get your winch, you get the receiver for the winch, and you get the remote. And along with the power cord. It comes with 3 power cords. I'll talk about those at the end of the video because one is confusing. But this is literally plug and play. You plug it in, and you need to put batteries in the remote. It requires 2 watch batteries. Once again, at the end of the video, I'll show those. But it's good from the whole second I got to mess with it. Now, when I got it, the cable, which you get 4 feet of cable, by the way, was wound tight. And I went to push the buttons, want to let some slack out, but there was no slack whatsoever. So immediately I pushed down, thinking, oh, down means out. And then it could be either way, it's a motor. But it literally just snapped. And it wasn't the cable that snapped. It was these gears, and they are tiny. This is an N20 motor / gearbox setup. So obviously you got this tiny motor, and it needs to be able to pull a RC truck, which can weigh up to 10 pounds. So it uses gearing. It's got this gear that turns that gear, that turns that gear, that turns that gear, and puts out a balls tons of torque. So there's too much tension on it. I couldn't tell if I was reeling it out or reeling it in. And when I hit the button, I apparently reeled it in because it snapped. And it really didn't help that this little crimp right here was stuck in between here, these 2 rollers, and so even when it snapped, the gearing stripped, I had to grab on to the cable with some pliers and maneuver it out of there. Oh yeah, and another thing, these rollers, the small rollers, those roll, but these 2 middle ones, they don't roll. Ain't that something? So I'm going to open this up and pull it apart, show you the insides and how to replace this in case you get this and it works perfectly fine for who knows how long, and then it snaps, so you don't gotta send it back. You can just order a 4-pack of these motors for $5-6. But here's something I thought, wow, that's stupid. This screw, and this screw is all that's holding it together. This screw and this screw, same size. This one, not the same size. These are 1.5, that's a 2mm. What a wild world, am I right? This is just kind of a goofball assumption I had too. I even thought that it was a real winch where I had to turn this clutch key to disengage it. And I'm like, maybe I mean, it does turn, but it does nothing. Just wanted to throw that in there. You also have to remove 2 screws off the bottom of the winch plate itself to get to take it apart. And also, every other screw on this thing is 1.5mm, except that one screw that's 2. I don't get that. I would have just used 1.5 across the board, but that's just me. Now that it's open, that little clutch handle just kind of fell out. It's not held in there by anything, but we got the motor, we got the gearbox, and we got the spool. There's also a bearing over here. This is the back of the case, and that hole is where the power wires ran through. And then there is this Allen, I don't even know what these are called, a set screw. There's this Allen set screw, also 1.5, along with this guy. But this one holds it onto the motor shaft, and this one is just to lock the cable in place. After I loosened that set screw, it just fell off. the like slid right off. There's no Loctite or anything. I have the new motor and everything put back in, and I showed the bearing and gearbox a little love by shooting some silicone WD-40 in there, just to lube everything up. I got the wires fished through the hole, and now I'm going to hook it up and test it before I even think twice of screwing everything back together. I have the remote, and I'm going to test it, obviously. It goes one way, and it goes the other. No snappy, no grindy, no nothing. Now I just have to fish the cable through the rollers, and then tighten it, or put it into that hole, and then tighten it down, assemble everything, and reel her in. Hopefully. Everything is put back the way it's supposed to. I just have to solder the wires. I'm not one to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna toot the shit out of it. Toot toot! Look at that. I even got the proper heat shrink color on it and everything. We got the black on the negative and the red on the positive. I did a good job soldering that. I'm getting good at it. Practice makes perfect, I reckon. But now to plug her in and wind up this here cable, and hopefully everything goes to plan. Going to plug the power into the battery, and I'm going to plug the winch into the receiver, and I'm going to burn down my house. Okay, now that the cable is all the way out, I can set each button basically to what I want it to be. So forward button will be reeling it in. Oh boy, she's got some torque on her. Yeah, it's speedy too compared to the other injora ones. Holy crap. Little goes a long way on that button press. Jesus. Go to the other side. Boy howdy. That's pretty fast. I ended up putting a new cable on, since the old one had some pretty wicked kinks in it. I don't know if I did that or if when it was super wound tight on there, if they were already there. But I'm going to at least take off this alien head thing. I'll show you what I mean by that. So this was on the end of the old cable, and obviously you put the shackle through that hole and then the cable goes there. But it looks like the tiny mouth from Alien. Is intentional? I'm 100% sure it was intentional. But I can't tell if it's cool or gaudy or cringe. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I like the Alien movies, but I don't know what Alien has to do with wenches. So thanks for watching the repair on this thing. If yours is broken, that's how you do it. Once again, you can get a 4-pack of these motors for like $6 or $7 or whatever. I'm gonna probably take 2 of these and make a mega winch. But I'm gonna try dumbing down the speed because that thing is incredibly fast. So, not even 10 minutes after having this thing put back together and trying it out, I didn't even, push it to its limits. It snapped. So these winches are more for looks, I reckon. Maybe a small RC, and I just put this on a WLP truck, which isn't even close to 10 pounds, and it just snapped. So, do with that information what you will. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.